Toxic Marriage, The Final Verdict. Part 2. The Courtroom Storm. The courtroom smelled faintly of old wood and nervous sweat. Reporters shuffled in the back row, eager for juicy details, while the judge adjusted his glasses and called the session to order. Sarah sat stiffly beside her lawyer, her face pale but her eyes determined. Across the aisle, Daniel leaned back in his chair, wearing the smug grin of a man who believed he could outwit the system. The toxic marriage that had begun with whispered promises was now on full public display. Secrets unfold. Sarah's lawyer rose first. "Your Honor," he began, holding up a stack of printed messages, "we intend to prove that Daniel's marriage was built on lies and betrayal." Sarah could feel her heart hammering in her chest. These weren't just messages, they were proof of late-night affairs, drunken confessions, and cruel manipulation. When the screenshots were projected on the screen, gasps rippled across the courtroom. Text between Daniel and another woman filled the room. "She doesn't even suspect a thing. I can't wait until she's out of my life." Sarah's lips trembled, but she held her ground. She wanted the world to see the truth. Daniel's lawyer objected, claiming the texts were fabricated. But the evidence didn't stop there. Sarah's team presented credit card records, hotel receipts, and even photographs. Daniel's secret life laid bare. The smug grin vanished. The manipulator strikes back. But Daniel wasn't finished. When his lawyer called him to the stand, Daniel put on the performance of his life. His voice cracked with feigned emotion. His eyes glistened with carefully timed tears. "She's making this up because she wants money," he declared. "She's vindictive. She wants to destroy me." The jury watched, some with sympathy, others with suspicion. Then Daniel turned his gaze toward Sarah, his eyes burning with false righteousness. "She was never the victim. I was." The words stabbed Sarah deeper than any knife. She wanted to scream, to shout the truth, but her lawyer's hand on her shoulder reminded her to stay calm, because the storm wasn't over yet. The witness. The door to the courtroom opened and a hush fell. A woman stepped in, elegant, confident, but visibly nervous. It was Daniel's mistress. "Do you swear to tell the truth?" the bailiff asked. "I do," she whispered, her voice trembling. She revealed everything. How Daniel had promised to leave Sarah. How he had manipulated her too. How he had called Sarah weak and easy to control. Every word was another dagger into Daniel's carefully crafted mask. Sarah watched, tears slipping silently down her cheeks. The betrayal was worse than she imagined, but the truth was finally clawing its way into the light. The breaking point. Daniel exploded. "This is a setup," he shouted, slamming his fist on the table. "You're all against me." The judge banged his gavel. "Order in the court." But Daniel's mask had already shattered. His anger, his cruelty, his manipulation, all exposed before the jury. For the first time, Sarah felt the weight of his control lifting from her shoulders. She wasn't his prisoner anymore. The cliffhanger. As the day's session ended, Sarah stepped outside the courthouse, reporters flashing cameras in her face. "Do you have anything to say about today's revelations?" one shouted. Sarah paused, her voice firm despite the chaos around her. "The truth always finds a way out." But as she turned to leave, a shadowy figure leaned against a black car across the street. Someone Sarah had never seen before. They were watching her. And in that moment, Sarah realized the battle was far from over.
In the end, every secret comes out, but some truths are darker than we can ever imagine. This was another tale from Dark Truths. If you want more stories that will chill your soul and keep you questioning everything, hit subscribe now and never miss the darkness lurking in plain sight.